Hello everybody! Welcome back to Seeking Happy. I am Maudie and today we are getting to our witchy plan with me. This is going to be done as a back planning prep in my happy planner. It's classic vertical and we're going to be using some witchy vibes. It is July, but Halloween shopping is starting. It is rainy season here, which is crazy because I live in Texas and it's never rainy season. We're sitting outside and a thunderstorm is starting. The thunder just started coming. So we're going to be doing a plan with me here and enjoying it. And you let me know if you like this outside filming because I think I really like it. Okay, so things that we're using today are going to be this Magic Forest sticker book. I got this from Michael's, I believe, but it was years ago, and it just has really cute witchy vibe stickers, which I use every year. We are going to be using these little Dollar Tree page flags. These just came out in the school supply section, and they have the witchy vibes, and they have my favorite colors, which are these pink, purple, and blue. This is also the colors of my hair, so it's really just my aesthetic lately. So we're going to put these up here, probably throw some of those in. And then I have this rainbow planner sticker set from Dollar Tree from Jot. It has 300 stickers, and especially these moons and stars and just some of these like labels I think would be great to use. So I'm going to have that here in case I do use it. And then I also brought out just these little ones that I printed. These are a Disney emoji character, but I just like it because it has my hair colors, pink, purple, and blue. So I just like to pretend that this is a me emoji. And so I'm probably going to put it here in my planner spread. Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be so funny if I just replaced the face of these characters? We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to put those up at the top. Let me go ahead and white out these labels up here because it is a Monday start and I hate that. I don't know if they had a Sunday start and I didn't know to look for it back then, but I'm a Sunday start person. So let's bring this a little more in view and let me get the white out. Okay, so funny moment. So I was getting ready to white these out and then I realized I'm going to be using these for back planning and not normal planning. And it's really hard for me to like look at the monthly and transfer over from a Sunday start on my monthly to a Monday start. But I've realized since this is back planning, it actually is not going to confuse me in the same way. And I always relabel these and it's just kind of a pain. And I realized I don't really have to do that anymore since this is back planning. There's a bus over there. So I think I'm gonna try to leave it this way and see how it goes, see how I like it for this month. Okay, so let's pull out our sticker book and just kind of pick out what we want for this aesthetic. I think since I have a bigger planner page here and I've been using my small planner book, I definitely am gonna take the opportunity to use this big Fortune booth sticker. Super cute. I'm going to leave the smaller ones, I think, mostly for my daily planning, because if you haven't seen, I use the tiny little Walmart planner for my daily planning, and the stickers on it need to be itty bitty, so I like using the really little ones for that now. I always have this black horse. As you can see, I haven't used either of those. I don't know, it's just like not the vibe. I might use, yeah, I think I'm going to use this witchy girl this time. She's wearing purple, so I feel like that goes perfectly. So we're going to place those down in a second, just setting them aside so I can figure out where I want them. These feathers are pretty big, so I think I'm going to use them in this spread. I love these little tarot cards. I get so afraid of using these up. Ooh, do you hear the thunder? Just wanted to give you a second to hear that thunder. So beautiful. Oh, look at this spooky tree. I love it, but I think I'm going to save that for actual spooky season because we're not there yet. I like that this wolf is the right colors. I think I'm going to use the wolf. I have not used one yet. but it feels like a, like, back to nature vibe, and I think that's really nice. And actually I think I'm gonna pair the owl, which will bring in the green that I've got here, and it has the purple too. So let's go ahead and grab that owl, and that's like kind of a lot. Let's do a quick look and see if there's anything else that's a must-have. There is another girl, but I already picked one. I don't really want to. Maybe I'll put that and then write something in it, but I don't know. I don't know how I want to use that one. Oh, and those look like some bigger, why do I want to say snow globe, not a snow globe? Fortune telling ball? Oh, crystal ball. Oh, I love the raven. Yeah. Let's see which direction we need. So let's go ahead, and then maybe I'll do this one too. It brings in that green again. I think so. Because I've just been feeling such in a witchy mood. Like, the rain just always makes me feel like that. Okay, so these are our stickers that we're starting with. Is that super weird? I know I put a lot on there. Let's go ahead and place them. So this guy is like facing that way. So I always feel like I want the direction. Like, I don't want him over here because then it's pointing off of the page. Why do I feel like that's so out of focus? Okay. So I'm gonna bring him over here, I think. I could put it in the corner, but I actually like it up here better. I'll have him sitting right on there. Oh, let me get my tweezers. Okay. I'm always doing like them in order of size because I want to make sure that I take up. Oh, I like her there. I could put her like in the sidebar, but nah, I like her right there. I want to make sure that I have my big open spaces used for my bigger stickers, and then the other ones are easier to fill in with small ones. Oh, should I put the cauldron with her? Yeah, I think so. I could put it separate, but yeah, especially because I don't really feel like I do enough overlapping in my planners. So let's make it a goal to do kind of a little bit of clustering in this one. Okay, that being said, I have my owl. Should I? Well, no, the scale is like super wrong on that. So what I was thinking is that I want the owl sitting up somewhere. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, I could bring it in over here or on the sidebar. I don't want it low because, well, what would be pretty is if I draw in a tree and then have it sitting on the tree. Oh my gosh, do I want to do that? I kind of want to do it just because I thought of it, and it's like different from anything I usually do, so maybe so. Okay, I don't want the purple near the purple because I want to space out these colors, and I think this one can go down. So let's bring it right above the quote over here. Yeah, that looks pretty. Look, that's how it would be if I replaced her. I'm not gonna do that, but I might put mine in here, but actually now that I have her, like I have a character, I don't really feel like I need those, so it might not make it on the spread this time. Okay, so let me grab a pencil. Okay, and I think I'm gonna try to bring a tree out over here. Let's start by whiting out this notes so it's not in the way. And I haven't actually done a lot of drawing anytime recently, so we're about to struggle through this together, but like I say, a planner is a good place to take chances and do a little artistic expression because there's not a lot to lose. Okay, so I feel like I like to get down the framework of where I want my branches to be, and I want to make sure I make him a good sitting space, and I also don't want him to be right below this one, so let's extend this branch a little further out. Okay, so I'm doing it squiggly because trees are not super straight. And now that I put that there, I think I'm just going to echo it on this side and put a little branch work over here. I don't want to put too much because I've already taken up all of this writing space. So I'm just going to be mindful of how much I do there. Let's just do like that. I feel like that's enough. Okay, so I have a big branch, and then you want branches coming off of it. I'm just kind of trying to remember how I do a tree. I feel like it has like rules. So then the next rule is that anywhere where I like to call them elbows, like the branch comes off, needs to be thicker. So then I go back, thicken that up, elbow. Actually, they're not really like elbows, they're more like underarms, if anything. So those need to be thicker. This one where it goes, this would be like the underarm or the elbow where it meets the tree, so that would be thicker. I don't want it to be that low. Ooh, this, I hate when they're just like horrible erasers. I always feel like I need to have a standalone eraser so that they actually erase. Okay, same thing over here. So this meets here, so that needs to be thicker. This meets here, that needs to be thicker. I'm just gonna thicken this up a little bit. This one would meet the tree, so that'll be thicker. And this one comes off this way, so that'll be thicker. Okay, cool. That looks like some nice spooky branches. Now let's go ahead and actually go over them and thicken them up even more. Where's my marker? Okay, I'm sitting outside and I don't have all of my supplies next to me, so I'm making do with what I have. I have this chisel tip that's a straight edge. I usually use it to attempt calligraphy, but we're going to use it to fill in the lines here. So again, I'm going to try to remember as I'm inking this not to do perfectly straight lines. I want them to kind of, I always feel like it looks like lightning. I want them to kind of look like lightning. And I'm not necessarily filling it in like completely, and that's cool with me. And I'm also not doing it exactly, which I'm sure you can see. I never do that thing where I go back and erase the pencil lines after, but I feel like this would be a great time to try it. I just never do it because I don't use like any kind of professional drawing tools, and I don't trust that they're not gonna bleed all over the place. I like that. I think that's pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry if I'm blurry. Okay. And this one, let's come in this way. I feel like this side is actually much easier for me because it's like facing the right way for my right hand. You guys have to let me know, is it too loud when I'm filming outside like this? Because I am not an outside person, but I'm trying to get a little bit of sunlight every day because it's good for my mental health. And this has been a way that I've been feeling like it works out really well for me. And it's just like a plus because the lighting is really nice. And I don't have to worry about setting up a ring light. But I do want the videos to come out nice, so y'all let me know what you think. Okay. I think that's pretty good. That really makes me want to put a moon there, so I'll have to see if I can find one. Or I might draw one in. Actually, I'll probably just draw one in because I know we did a quick overview of the stickers and I did not remember a standalone moon. So let's go ahead and bring in my friction highlighter. This is my erasable highlighter, which I love. And, ooh, they're doing some kind of work over there. Let's see, I think I'm gonna bring it up to the top here just because I like it to read like an actual like setting. So I'm gonna do a C and then thicken up the C on the back. And since this is erasable, I don't have to be that scared about doing it in marker. Okay, so that looks good. Really nice and glowy. And since we brought in that yellow, let's go ahead and throw in a couple of little stars. I feel like that one didn't work that well, so now I'm gonna do that kind. So let's bring some into the center. I didn't even realize I didn't take it off of the spine, but that's all right. I mean, I've made it this far. I guess I can do it. So I'm just gonna throw in all of these, and then I'm gonna give them a second to dry, and then I'm gonna go back and outline them with a little bit of pen so they'll look a little neat. Should I do one back here? Okay. Maybe one near my wolf. Okay, that looks good. Since I did that, I can actually also use the same marker to make boxes. I don't really buy like expensive sticker books, so I never have boxes, and I just draw mine in with my markers. And I love doing it with a straight marker like this because it makes doing the edges really easy. And then I always just do it within the box. Let's put one right here so that it'll be kind of sitting above my tree, which I like the look of. And we're gonna do in here. And I kind of always say this, but I don't know what these boxes are gonna have in them. If I get to this day and I had nothing meaningful to write in here, like an appointment or something, then I'll fill it with something like a quote, or even just anything. I could be like spooky vibes, or, you know, just like, you know, rainy weather or whatever, just something, you know. So it's really not important where I'm putting these, I'm just putting them aesthetically. I feel like I spaced those out kind of funny. Let's add one more up here. And for me, it's just always easier if I go in one direction and then do the other. So I do the sides and then the next. Okay, so that looks good. Again, let me give those a second to dry, and let's find a home for our owl. Oh yeah, so I don't want it right above there, and I like it here, and it's going to be like being a little decor on that box as well, which I like. Okay, cool. So now I have like the main vibe down. I don't think I'm going to use these, so I'm going to put those away. I do have my little page flags, so let's see where we might want to put a couple of these. That color definitely goes. That color kind of goes. The blue is not really in here, but, well, there's the blue of the edge there. But they just all kind of, like, fit the vibe. I think I'm just going to throw in a couple here and there. Let's see. I'm going to try to put them around my other ones to, again, create that look of, like, clusters. So let's put them there, not straight. Ooh, those are right next to each other, so let's just move it here. Oh my gosh, that worked out perfectly. Because he's like howling at the moon. I don't know if I had to say that part or not, or if you could just like read my mind, because I was assuming you could. Let's put that one there. And let's put one down here. I've used all three colors. Let's go back with the pink. Although if I do the pink, they're both on one side, but that's okay. I think I don't mind that. And I'm just going to bring it here so that I'm kind of breaking out of the border of where that was. Okay, so clearly these are like sticking up. So what I can do is I'm just going to put a little glue on the back of it and then stick it down, and then it'll stay down. And what I'm probably going to go ahead and do is wait until I go in and fill these in with plans, just in case I want to move these one last time based on what's going to be written there before committing to sticking them down. But let's pretend that they're all stuck down. Okay, so I think my highlighter had a second to dry. So let's go in with my pen and add a little bit of definition on our stars and our moon. And these don't have to be perfect at all, which is good because obviously it's not. But doing the little messy star gave me like a little outline of where it should be. And that way I can draw over it with a little more confidence. That one looks like a starfish. That's cool. Man, I am really, really like practicing my freedom with these. Speaking of practicing your freedom, everybody go vote. You know, that's coming up. Make sure you are registered, and then go to early voting to make sure that you get it done. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Since I took that off, I guess let's go ahead and take these off. And I'm just doing the same, so let me fill those all in. Okay, so I've got those filled in. I'm gonna try to do some, does these really cute boxes, and I switched the style of star there on accident, so I guess let me do this one in that style, and then I'm gonna switch back to the other style because I really meant to have it match. But she does these little boxes that she draws in where, well, they look like this. She puts in a little shape and then a little frame, and it just looks so freaking cute, and I really like the definition that it's giving these boxes as well. So I'm just gonna, not overthinking it, by the way, and just putting in a few of those shapes. I think that is so, and they look like constellations, don't they? I feel like that's like even cuter than I meant it to be. Gosh, I love that. That is so freaking cute. This is my first time successfully doing that box. I always want to do it and then I just like forget. And she does it with like hearts, and that's a must. Like I definitely will have to do that. Now that I've got those in place, I feel like I just want it to be perfect, so I'm gonna put these down. So let's take a second and do that. Just put a little dollop on this one. Went up on that side, so let's fix that. Oh my gosh, did I just run out? Oh, I have a tiny bit at least. Okay, cool. Beautiful. So now that I have the main stuff down, let's go ahead and put in basically like a DIY sidebar box. So I'm going to use purple, and this again is my friction highlighter, which is the erasable highlighter. Just gives me a little more confidence when I'm doing my planning, because if I absolutely hate something, I can undo it. And we're just going to let that run behind the other decorations. And I'm tempted to do it like this and then put a moon, but these stars are on it anyways. I think that there's actually enough going on there. So I think that looks really nice. So let's do another flip in the sticker book. And I did give this one another glance, but I'm realizing these are a lot of squares, and I've kind of already done the structuring of my book, of my planner page, so I don't really want to put squares down. So I'm going to leave that to the side. I don't want to knock down my mugs when we put it back. So let's just do another quick flip through, and now that we have the main things, let's see if we want to add anything. Like one of these little like crystal amulet guys would be a nice little one to go on a corner of a box, but actually the boxes are pretty decorated, so I think that's good. I do have the crystal ball, and there's the bigger one. Is that the biggest? Yeah. Now that I have that blue there, I feel like it fits a little bit more, so let's take one of those. Where'd my tweezers go? Okay, and let's just see where we might want that. I kind of like it there. I don't like it there because it looks like it's with that scenery. Put it down here. Could put it, see, I would put it there, but I don't want the blue on the blue. And this is actually one of those moments where maybe I could have moved it, like switched those flags, because I was thinking about switching these two anyways. Darn, let's see if we can do it. Let's see how strong that glue is. Okay, carefully take that one off. Okay, okay. So let's put that one there. This one here. And that can go on there. Now that I did it, I'm not even sure I like it. I don't think I do. I think it just looked nicer to me the other way. This is one of those ones where you can't have it all. Like, I don't know why, but it goes in my mind this way and it doesn't go the other way. So then where do we want it? Oh, I could put it like in the sidebar. I could put it to cover those notes. Oh my gosh, you know what? I think I'm just gonna put it on the blue. And I might just bring it, I think I'm gonna bring it down so they're overlapping. Even though that's like the one place that it shouldn't go, I just kind of like it. This is bothering me that it looks like it's like on little legs. So let me color that in a little bit more. It's because I'm trying to not color the mat. Okay, let's take a little look. See, I love it. I feel like the purples and blues and stuff, and pink, there's not much pink in here. I feel like they're very definite where they are, so I think I'm gonna go in. By the way, this is my little habit. I put my tweezers all the time on my cup. That way they're super easy to find, and I usually stick my scissors in there too, which again, this is my trash, like my scrap bin while I'm working, just because they're like so handy to always have there. So anyways, what I was trying to say is, let me go in with a highlighter, and I think I'll do blue, because I feel like we need a little more blue. And I'm tempted to try to put moons, but I know that's going to be difficult. So instead, I'm just going to put little dots. So we're going to have our stars and then little blue dots, just as a way of bringing that color around throughout the page a little bit more and filling a little bit more of that empty space. It's always difficult to know when to stop. Okay, so let's do that, and then what I'm thinking is, let me let that dry for a second. Okay, and then I'm gonna go over at least some of them and do like a little swirl. That's kind of too little, so I'm not loving it, so I'm only gonna do a couple. But that's okay, we tried it out. It's okay. Maybe a little shine so they look a little magical. And again, I don't really like that, so I'm just gonna do very little of it and then not do more. Okay. Okay, so that looks really good to me, and I just want a couple of words in here. So this is where I just like make up my own quote. So I'm gonna put "as you wish" as like a as like an homage to like the dreamy witchy vibe here, but also like a little nod to myself as to like manifesting what I want in my life and then doing it. So I think this is the best spot for some words. So let me pick a color. Okay, so I picked this blue from my collection. It is a very light blue, so I have a swatch of it here at the top so I can see what it looks like. It's super light, but it's not erasable, so that way if I mess up, I can just kind of try to camouflage it. And also, I'm going to be stacking blue with blue and blue again, and I don't know why, but I'm doing that. So, I kind of say this as every time as a disclaimer. Let me not write because I'm going to end up writing what I'm saying. I'm not good at lettering. It's one of my goals. So this is not being done in a way where I'm like, oh, look how beautiful I can do this. But I'm going to try really hard to make it presentable. Okay. So that's what I got. I feel like it's super light, like too light. Ugh, I hate loud vehicles. So I'm gonna go over it with my erasable one, which I could have used in the first place, but just to thicken it up. And I wish I had the room for ... for ellipses, because that's actually the mood that I want more. It makes it seem like mysterious and magical, but I don't have the room, so I just feel like aesthetically it needs something to balance it up here, so I'm just gonna put quotes as if it was a quote. I mean, it is a quote, it's from The Princess Bride. And I'm looking at it and I feel like it needs some outline as well to match like the weight of the other things. Let me try it as a shadow, and then if it doesn't work, then I'll go back and try to fill in the rest solid. You have to give yourself permission to try things before you decide to go into your safety zone. I'm a big comfort zone person, so that's what I'm trying to tell myself. I like that. Oh, and don't forget the quotes. And I feel like I've made some flaws with this shadowing already, but if you are trying to do shadowing, you just want to pick a side and stick with it. So you're doing like the bottom of the lines and the right. I think I'm usually doing the bottom of the lines and the right side of the lines. And as long as you stick with that side, then you should be good. And I like it. I think that was just enough definition. I feel like this one needs a little more, maybe like right there, up here. Yeah, I like that. And I'm gonna put in a few little stars around it to make it more magical. And then I'm gonna go back to the blue. I just don't want it to blur, but I'm being impatient. I'll go over this in blue. Okay. And I love that. I think that balanced out like everything that I needed there. So let me try to get it actually all in frame. It's a little hard because the camera's like at an angle. I'm tempted to put just a blue outline all the way around. That would be quite bold. But again, it is not that serious, so I think I'm gonna try it. Basically kind of like a washi, but also I never see anybody do a washi on the actual outside of the page. But I just feel like it needs a large presence of these colors to tie everything in. I think that's what I'm trying to do. Like to make it look all cohesive. That part's a little tricky because the sidebar is there, but I don't like it broken up, so let me try. Do it anyways. Okay. I think that looks great. I don't need it in the middle because I feel like I like the way they look like they connect. I will say I am tempted to go in with a purple or a pink and do this inner box, and I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna do it with purple because, ooh, but I like the way that stands out. So actually, let me bring in the pink. I love these highlighters so freaking much. This pink just makes everything look so sweet, and I think it just ties in the 3 page flag colors I used. I don't know why my hands are like being very shaky right now. Oh my gosh, that was not the right place. So I'll let that dry and then I'll erase it. they're the erasable ones, and I could also try to fix that. Okay, the thunder is coming back. The birds are coming in from the balconies, or into the balconies. It is really pretty out here. But I'm gonna wrap it up. So I already went ahead and finished those lines. I just realized I did the inside here. But yeah, no, I like that. I like that because there's a border there. So if you haven't seen these, this is like the eraser on the end of the friction pen. It just looks like a little rubber nib. And I'm going to use that to remove parts where I messed up. So that one, and this line was not supposed to be there, so let's take that off. They actually were erased really well. I have those with the highlighters, and then I have the pens that are the same like kind, like the friction eraser. And I think they work better than like the old school erasable pens and even pencils as far as like what they leave behind. Look at it. It is gorgeous. Okay, so that's it. I am calling it. This is the spread. Ooh, did you see the lightning? There's lightning. There's thunder. I'm in freaking love. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Please like the video. Feel free to comment. I answer those. I love hearing from you, especially with any requests or anything that you want to hear or see in my videos. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. You have a beautiful day. Goodbye.